Hello aviators, welcome back to another episode of A Junior Mechanic. Today, we're gonna talk about another type of maintenance forms in publications, the Supplemental Type Certificate or STC. A Supplemental Type Certificate or STC is a type certificate, TC, issued when an applicant has received FAA approval to modify an aeronautical product from its original design. The STC, which incorporates by reference the related TC, approves not only the modification, but also how that modification affects the original design. Here is an example of a supplemental type certificate. It contains not only the modification, but also how that modification affects the original design. For complex design modifications, the Aircraft Certification Office may ask that you include the original design approval process. There are at least 5 simple steps for you to acquire a supplemental type certificate. First is to fill out an application form, FAA 81-1012. You'll also need to provide a detailed program plan called a Project-Specific Certification Plan, PSCP, and a compliance checklist, then submit it to the certification office. Once the FAA opens your project, you must provide a detailed test and computations plan, according to FAR Part 21, Aircraft Certification. This plan requires developing engineering design data and showing the FAA how you plan to modify your aircraft. You are responsible for demonstrating that the changed product will comply with applicable regulations and airworthiness standards. Then you must conduct conformity inspections of each part and installation, which verifies to the FAA that the modification conforms to the design data. The FAA Manufacturing Inspection District Office, METO, or a designee, must verify that each part and installation is accurate and complete, and that you have complied with applicable regulations and airworthiness standards. Testing is normally required to demonstrate compliance with the applicable regulations. Component, ground, and flight testing may be required. Required testing must be accomplished according to a detailed test plan, and the FAA must issue an authorization to accomplish compliance testing through a type inspection authorization of approved request for conformity. The FAA requires that you must prepare an instructions for continued airworthiness, ICA, that details the modification, how to maintain the airplane with the modification, and, if required, flight manual revisions. The amount of time it takes to receive your STC after submission will depend on the complexity of your project. The average takes about 2 to 3 months. Do you know any other types of aircraft maintenance forms? Let us know in the comment section below. Also be sure to check our other videos, the type certificate data sheet. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.